So we're going to make some garlic powder today. We're going to take our nicely cured garlic that we've kept from last summer, and it stores all winter beautifully. But around this time of year, which is here is February, see it starts to grow and sprout. So you can see that green in the middle of it. It's still nice and firm, but that green shows that it's sensing the days are getting longer and it's going to start to grow. And we don't want it to grow, because when it starts to grow, the bulbs will get all wrinkly and spongy and not very good for cooking. So at this time of year, I like to take and dehydrate them. Not only dehydrate them, but then after that, we put them in the Vitamix or in a blender and turn it into garlic powder. And that can be used any time of the year. We keep it in the freezer and then just bring it out and use it when we need it. So I'm going to bring you in a little closer here, show you how I do this. Cut the one end off, holding down, pulling up, pull the other off, and that usually helps rip the skin off like that. Then you can just grab it and peel it back. And just continue to do that all the way around. Just going under the skin, putting your thumb on it and pulling it back. There, it peels right off and it's very satisfying like that. Kind of tedious work, but it needs to be done. So you get all that off and put it in the bowl. So then you go again, pushing down, pull up, and see how that rips off nicely. I do the same on this side, peel back, and that lets it come off in a nice way. There's another one. So I won't bore you with all this. We'll come back when it's all done. So here's a look at the peeled garlic, and this is what I was talking about earlier. See the green bits there? That's new growth. So soon it'll be sucking all the energy out of that bulb, putting out new roots, and attempting to grow. Because these, like onions, are daylight sensitive, so they can sense the days getting longer, and there's nothing you can do about this to change it. They're going to start growing. So this is why we change it and turn them into powder to keep them stable. Okay, so on to the next step. This one is fairly simple. We have a whole bowl of garlic, all peeled, all the paper is cleaned up so nothing gets stuck to it. And now, we're just cutting them in thin strips, like that, 1/8 of an inch, 3/16. And then we do our best just to try and keep them fairly uniform. And at the end, so your fingers don't get cut, I flip it on the side and just do some fine cuts like that. And I have a bowl here. Just put them in the bowl and repeat the process. The next step is to put it on the dehydrator. What I like to do before I start putting the garlic on, because it likes to stick, is take a little bit of non-stick spray, Pam or Kirkland brand, and just give it a quick spray. And that way, when you put on the garlic, you after it's dry, when you go to take it off, you're not trying to scrape it off. So now basically we just spread out all these we've got cut evenly so the air can circulate around them. And the dehydrator that I use is the Nesco American Harvest, and I'll put a link in the description on that. Okay, so that gave me 5 trays, nicely evenly spaced, with air movement around them. And we'll put the lid on that, start it up, and I usually set it to about 125 Fahrenheit or 52 Celsius, and leave it for, well, I usually leave it overnight. Give it a check in the morning and see how it looks. So here we are the next day. It's all dry, nice and crispy, the way we want it. So now we'll just load up the Vitamix, which I've already done here, and we'll make it into powder. Oh, does that ever smell good? So there we have some beautiful, homemade, fresh from the garden, garlic powder. Man, that smells good. I know not everyone has a Vitamix, so I'm going to try some in just a coffee grinder too, because I've heard that works well, and we'll come back to that. And that works really well too. So, bit of a budget option, but just as beautiful smelling. So that's the coffee grinder. And this one, fluffy powder, is the Vitamix. Both completely acceptable. Okay, so here we have it. That's the powder of all that work last evening, and today's about half an hour. So that's pretty good. Now the garlic won't go bad. It won't go, has to be thrown out because it gets all mushy and soggy. But this will keep indefinitely in the freezer, and we just take a jar out at a time, use it till it's gone, and then bring out a fresh jar. Remember to like the video if you like the video, and subscribe to my channel. And thank you very much. I'll see you next time.